What's up everybody, it's Natesy here, and today I'm going to be showing you grenades on Dust 2. First one, we're going to smoke off this area right here, and around here. And this is important because there's usually an opper right here who's going to watch long doors. And he can just pick you off one by one if you go in one by one. And to avoid this, what you're going to do is stand on this right here, these blocks. And you're going to put yourself as close to the box as possible. Put your crosshair a little bit to the right of this little flap, and you're just gonna throw it.
Laying down smoke.
And it should go over this little tunnel right here, and land right here perfectly. And what you're gonna have to do is get out right here, look to see if anyone's there, and then take out this guy right here because he might move up a little bit. So you're gonna have to be really quick on doing this smoke. And it should block off here at the entry, and then you can just do whatever you want right after. Alright, our next grenade throw is going to be a flashbang, and this one's pretty simple to throw, as you just throw it at this wall and run, just like that. It should bounce over your head, and it could bounce right here and pop right here, or you could just throw it a little bit lower,
Flashbang.
right there, and it's gonna bounce right here and pop all the way out there. So it's gonna land around here, but this one is pretty simple, and you can throw it, and it doesn't have to be really accurate, because you can just throw it up here, and it's going to do the same thing, but it's going to pop a little further. And this one's pretty darn useful, because you can blind enemies coming out of long. So this smoke, it's pretty interesting, and what you're going to do is throw it right here. And you're going to be like, what does that do? Well, it does this. You can crouch right under here and see people's legs. So, like, say you have an op. I'm just gonna give myself an op real quick. You can just see right here. You can see them, but they can't really see you. And I should actually turn on no clip, but here, just gonna throw it again. Here.
Laying down smoke.
Sure. That covers off not a lot, but I'm just gonna rethrow that actually. That was embarrassing, just missing a toss like that. Alright, so
laying down smoke.
right there. If you crouch under here, they're not going to be able to see you. So I'm running down long. I can't see you right here, right there, but you can see that right here. And this one is pretty useful. It's called a one-way smoke, and there's a lot more on this map. Alright, so here's the next grenade, and what we're going to be doing is throwing a smoke and crack these two boxes right here.
Throwing smoke.
Right there about, and then you're going to jump onto the box, so you're on it, right here maybe. And you're going to have to jump on the second box, which makes you a little bit taller. And you could see enemies through the smoke, like right here. And then they can't see you because that smoke is covering your face. So here's another one-way smoke, and you can peek people from Ninja at Pet. So like right here. And what you're gonna do is put your crosshair right here, a little bit before this dot right here, and you're gonna just and then you're just gonna right-click at right here or right here.
Laying down smoke.
Right here. See them, right? And then they can't see you. If they could, it's barely. And you're not gonna want to stand near the box. You're gonna stand right here, maybe a little bit where you can just barely see them. And that's it for this one. So our next grenade throw is going to be the throw where it bounces right here and goes up right over this wall, and it pops around this area. Pretty cool. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to run.
Deploying flashbang.
Right, and yep, right there, perfect. And it can come at different angles, so I did that angle, so it's obviously gonna pop right over, and it's gonna either pop in the site, or on top of this wall right here. So it'll blind people, cause like even though you can't see the flashbang popping, it's still gonna blind them or make a loud noise, and you can just come in and like just destroy, you know, like a leg shot, 360 no scope, And that's pretty much it for this one. Alrighty, so now that you know a flashbang to retake the site, I'm going to show you one to defend the site. First off, as you can see, I've already thrown it, and you're supposed to throw it right below this thing if you're back at the screen. And what you're going to do is run and throw
Flashbang.
and peek this way, and it's going to pop right here. So anyone coming out kind of have a hard time to see it, but you have to throw it perfectly at the right time to blind them. So when they're just coming out, that's the best time for a grenade right there. Alright, so here's another pop flash to defend B site, and what we're going to be doing is standing at car right here, so on top of car, and you're just going to run and throw it right at this part of this pillar.
Flashbang.
And then you're going to peek this way, and you're going to slow them down, because once they come out, you're only going to see the tip of the flash, or right when it's going to pop, because most likely their attention is going to be right here at first, and then they might come through that car, but this flash would have already popped if they came out. So the best time to throw this flash is once you hear footsteps, and maybe have a partner stand right here, and see like, okay, so there's a few coming, throw the flash, and you're going to throw it, and you can come out here and shoot everyone down. So here's another pop flash ready to throw, and basically what you're going to want to do is stand behind this box and throw it at the wall.
Flashbang.
And it's going to pop right, it's going to bounce right here and pop here. But the thing is, they won't see it because it's going to be behind this little brick wall right here, and it's going to pop right there. It's going to be really darn useful because you can see when the enemies are coming. So all you have to do is just throw that flash, duck, and you can even, peek in here too, and you don't have to move. So we covered most of the pop flashes if you're going to defend B site. Now we're going to take some pop flashes if you're going to want to enter B site. And one of them you're going to want to do is line yourself up with this third row of dots right here, and hold your left and right mouse button, aim for this lower embroidery.
Flashbang.
It's going to pop up, and it's going to bounce right here, and it's going to pop. So it's not really that, but as you can see, it's going to be pretty hard to turn around from. And you can perfect it because, that was just a spot I picked out on the wall. And this one's really useful because it's going to blind most players, and you can pick them up. So there's one, two, maybe there's one left. And that one, it's pretty simple. So on to the next one. Alright, so this next grenade throw, what we're going to be doing is standing on top of this box. And we're going to run throughout this window, and what this is going to do is smoke off some tea. It should be fairly good. And it even blocks off the top a little bit until you get in here. So this one's pretty useful. It's an easy way to smoke CT. And if you aim at that window, it's probably going to land on a spot a lot, and most of the time. And it's just more accurate than just throwing it like that.
Throwing smoke.
You really don't. Alright, so say you're stuck in CT and you know there's going to be a mid to be
laying down smoke.
So what you're going to want to put your flashbang right here.
Flashbang.
It's going to pop right over this box. It's going to bounce on the box and pop right here. And it's going to catch people barely because you're going to be looking this way. And you gotta have to perfectly time this because once they throw that smoke, you're gonna have to throw this right here once the smoke blooms, and it's gonna flash people, so you can come out and just shoot them down because they'll be blind. Right, so say you're on the other side of things, and
smoke,
and you're right in front of mid door. So around this area, what you can do is throw a flashbang at this corner right here.
Throwing flashbang.
And it's gonna pop right here, and you can just shoot it down there, and you can stop the attack or slow it down a little bit more. Alright, so sometimes there might be a CT playing mid, and he's going to be standing right here waiting for you to come out. So I've designed a flash that will pop right in front of this door, and how to throw it is you're going to be around 5 to 6 tiles away from this box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. Alright, maybe 6. You're gonna hold your left and right mouse button, and you're gonna
throwing flashbang.
And it's gonna bounce right here. and it's gonna pop right here. So he won't have time to turn around because once it bounces, like I think I can do one like this maybe.
Throwing flashbang.
It's yeah, just like that. It's gonna blind him because you know he's not gonna have that much time to react to this flashbang, and you can spray him down after. Alright, so the last one in this video is going to be a fire grenade, and here I'll tell you something. There isn't really a lot of grenades you can throw. I mean, fire grenades you can throw on those two. But here's one. You line yourself up with this box. You aim for this lower line, and you're gonna run and jump and throw. So.
Incendiary.
And it should. So I'm just gonna jump up here. I have God mode on, so it's gonna cut off cat right here. And if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more CSGO tips and tricks. Leave a comment if you know more grenades, so help out your friends. And this was suggested by a Reddit user, and if you want your suggestions, I will gladly take them and make a